have something so it because I forgot 2 weeks ago. Um, hey David.
Hey, David.
David.
What's up? Is she going to be okay? You think, or do
Well,
you?
she's about 45 and she's had heart problems
Yeah, that's the
all of
one.
her life.
I'll do
And
that.
two open heart surgeries, and now there's something else going on, so he's taking her for that. Um,
But,
Kent is he takes care of everybody. He's a really good guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so David, if you have any problems, call Kent.
Chris.
Hey Chris.
Hey,
Hey
Chris.
guys, Chris, all right.
I almost missed you guys because we were away at the beach. We are down in North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
You and David's neck of the woods.
Yep, yep. Well, not exactly 400 or 500 miles.
Mhm.
That's about as far as it is back to Pittsburgh.
Two different parts of North Carolina. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Billy was talking about Joel's daughter wants to do a documentary. Billy, tell everybody that it's on.
Oh, really?
Oh no, well, yeah. Emily McDermott called me because she visits Brian or August, if you call it that, and she wants to do a little documentary about your father's mustache.
Hey,
She
Dick.
became really enamored with it. I mean, not just because of Joel, but she said she'd been um, just wanting to find out more about it and said she wanted to do a documentary, but she was wanting to come down to New Orleans and meet people and stuff. I said, well, basically, me and Barry are the only ones that still live here. Well, Danny Rubio too, So
Yeah.
so everybody has to come to New Orleans so she can do this documentary. So,
So
well, I know
that's,
Rick can
that,
come in too.
that's a
Yeah.
grueling 45-minute or 30 to 45-minute drive for me. So I'll be there, no problem. That's close.
But I told her she
there
was
the other day.
yeah, she was talking about August. I said, you don't want to come in August. It's hot.
Oh,
You know, if you want to enjoy the quarter and everything, you want to come like when it's cooler.
Money. I wouldn't be sitting here in this luxury.
Okay.
John,
yeah, it's just too
Has she,
hot.
has she seen any of the files, the archives that you guys have?
Yeah, I sent her a link to some things I had, but I have a lot more she hadn't seen,
Yeah.
and she like she I don't know if you got she was at I hadn't met her in person, but she was at Joel's memorial service and made a great
Yeah.
speech, and she got on the Zoom with us once, a few weeks ago.
Right, yeah.
But she lives in New York City, and Emily became her surrogate mother. So she came and hang out with Emily. So Emily goes down and sees her, and so she had mentioned that she was wanting to do that. And I said, well, I think probably the best thing to do. You could definitely come to New Orleans. Danny still plays here, and Bonu is still in town playing here and there. But probably like Roger is the biggest wealth of information, probably as far as like all the clubs.
He's about as far away as you can be.
Yeah. Well, but he comes to town sometimes,
Okay, in several years, but yeah, he does sometimes.
And Danny's here. But we talked about reunions, and so if everybody was going to come to town anyway.
Yeah, but I guess what I was saying too is that if she's got the archives, I mean, that you could make a documentary out of it. But if she wants to come to New Orleans and talk to people, she could also get on the Zoom again. I
Yeah.
mean,
So that's
but
it.
I agree though. Barry, I would say Barry's the best bet. And if Barry doesn't have questions or information, he can turn to Chris or Gim or Roger, people that have been around, as much as Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you may have noticed, I feel like I got nothing to add.
Yeah. Well, no, you were around a long time too, but you're not in New Orleans. I was just thinking if she came to New Orleans, it wouldn't be, but we could definitely do a Zoom or something for her if it was just going to be a something where she wanted to ask questions about. But she just was. But Emily isn't going to be here today. She was had something to do, so she'll be here. Well, I was going to say next week, but Tom and I were talking. We've got an issue with next Thursday, so we may have to be
Tom's
taking
going out of town.
off.
Tom's going to California for grandkids, and
Oh, okay.
I was going to do these Zoom, but then I thought, it gets kind of hard because in California it's 2 o'clock, and
Yeah.
so we're going to skip next week.
Okay.
skipping next week.
Yeah.
But the other thing, talking about a documentary, I had already. I'm not like I had some kind of whatever, but I'm thinking like August. I think a documentary should be great. I mean, we've got all these. You have all these clips, and stills, and movies that yeah, it could be a great documentary.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a
I mean,
lot
we
of
can't
It's
pictures and
we
so
videos.
hard to show Bourbon Street, because I don't
do
know
it.
if there's any videos of Bourbon Street when we were down
Yeah,
there.
but
Bourbon
she's
Street
not going to get.
now
Well,
is,
she's going to go to New York and to Denver and
well, I
take
mean, if you
pictures
can
of her
show
with.
any of them, would be great. But
If she's gonna do a documentary, I think coming to New Orleans is good, but she also should go to the Banjo Museum where they sent all that stuff.
yeah,
There you
that's a
go.
good idea.
Yeah, no, Emily did mention about going there too, so
She's a researcher. The daughter, Brian's a researcher to do a documentary. The research would be at that museum.
mm,
That's where all the documents went and all the paraphernalia and everything is there in boxes at the museum.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I really don't know what her end product, what she's shooting for, because this was just something that Emily asked me, and Brian is kind of creative. There's no telling what she had in mind as far as like what her ultimate thing was going to look like. But we definitely got enough material.
Yeah, yeah. Got a lot of pictures and some videos of the clubs and everything.
Emily got a lot of pictures of her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some naked pictures of her dad too. So
Yeah.
Well, I had talked to Emily about Brian as well, and Brian has offered to supply or to help write some of the notes for the Harvard uh, business school notes, and she definitely has some talent. I would think it would take a bit of money to do a documentary.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
would
don't
think so,
know if
too.
it's like I said. I don't know what her vision is for it, but I know she's a gifted writer. I enjoy reading her stuff every month. I get a little blurb from her I don't know. I subscribe to her little page that she writes. She writes and she has pictures and stuff that she produces. It would be interesting. She'd probably have a different take on it than like just a standard Ken Burns kind of thing.
I mean, she could write a great book about how she met this guy named Chris, and he was just
Yeah,
hooking up on the East Coast and ended up with Mr. Rogers. What the hell? But there's just a lot of people that kind of moved on to good things, and I think a lot of it was working at Mustache.
Oh yeah.
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 Mm. Yeah.
I mean, look at David.
What?
Look at him. Just look at him.
Just look at
Yeah.
Full of my ears.
Your assistant's there, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, Elliot is out of school today, so they had a day yesterday, and then they go again tomorrow. Say hi, everybody, Elliot.
Hey, Elliot.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Elliot.
Going into second grade this year.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that first grade went by quick.
It did.
I
Yeah.
remember he was going to first grade, and now it's gone. So, Dick, how you doing? You doing okay? Dick?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what I got here. I'm looking for something. Let's see.
Yeah, I got some videos up about him. I got
Okay.
2 of them if you want.
That'd be great.
All right, let me try.
Your friends, Granddad?
They're people I used to work with a long time ago.
Are they still your friends?
Of course, they're
I know that guy.
you have to be they're
I
gonna
gotta,
show us.
gotta make sure it didn't ask if it about the audio. So yell at me if you can't hear it.
I would never have made all the money. I wouldn't be sitting here in this luxury.
John, I never figured out how the hell you found the places to book us. The Kentucky State Fair, right behind the elephant shit.
It's easy. Oh, here, give it. Now, I want to tell you something. This is the man that I learned how to play the banjo from. Charlie Gimbert. He showed me the key, the strings. Charlie Gimbert is a dog, and he said that's all you have to know. Now, all you got to do is practice. So I practiced about a day, and I said, "This is crazy. I'm making more money booking the band." That was it. It was unbelievable. With the mustache, with hairy lip, it was good. It really went well. And then, the whole thing was starting to die out. The rock and roll was coming in. So I got into the rock and roll business. I did a lot of other things. But then I lost my eye, and I said, I only can see half the world. So I just might as well leave. I only can see half. But I tell you, the people I met were some of the really craziest people I knew. And to this day, my heart always feels good when I think about it. And then Chris here, I even bought his books. If you guys want to cook, learn how to cook, Amazon, they're fantastic and they're cheap, but the cooking in there is great. I know cooking. His cooking is good.
I learned everything I know from Russell. Jesus. The second to open after Boston. One club opened after Boston.
Cape Cod. There was a place out in Cape Cod. Later on, they opened a second one in Cape Cod. The first one in Cape Cod was really great. It had a chicken. It had a chicken. They called it the chicken coop where everyone lived, and then they had a pond on the grounds, and then they had a big. It was really a beautiful place. But then,
Beautiful club.
Yeah.
My kids stayed upstairs and they were being their jammies and peek over the little balcony and wave to people downstairs.
Yeah.
Where was that? Tennis court?
Yeah.
Tennis court.
Tennis.
I said
The Cape Cod Club, the first one was in Harwich,
Harwich Court.
It wasn't Harwich Court because that was on the water. We were inland. And that pond John describes is the biggest lake on Cape Cod, biggest freshwater body of fresh water on Cape Cod. And I managed that club the first year. And it was my office. Well, let me start with the story. It was an old building from the 30s. It was built during the Depression. And it was a speakeasy during a prohibition. And my office, which had a full view of the entrance, had a secret passageway out through the closet that got me down into the parking lot and headed me out. If the fence I discovered it one afternoon. It was really funny. But the club was great, and we did have a chicken coop outside where we slept upstairs. I had the only seat that was next to the bathroom. So, although midnight calls, I had easy access. A lot of guys didn't. And, it was really quite a spot. We had a great time. It made a lot of money too.
What happened with that first club? Why did it change?
I don't know. John, do you know the story of why it closed?
I can't
There was
imagine.
a fire. The whole thing burned down. And the first summer after that, they had a huge white tent in the back. And there they moved down to Dennisport.
Sorry about that. That's kind of long, but it's really
It was
good.
interesting though.
Yeah, that was back during COVID. I could recognize the beards.
And in the past, every time I put a video up, you had to tell it that the audio was there. But now they don't have that box anymore, and it works. So
It was. In fact, I can attest to what he said about Chris's cookbooks. I got one at a really good price, Chris came to town for his birthday. Well, Barry, you were there, I think, at
Very nice. That was nice.
went and ate at Rizzuto's, and Chris not only treated us to dinner for his birthday, he gave us all a cookbook.
Yeah, it was real nice.
Yeah.
My
It
pleasure.
flooded. It flooded real bad.
Yeah, I looked at some of your recipes on YouTube, and you're really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's just home cooking. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Chef Fenimore, Chef this and everything." I go, no, I can't wear those duds. I'm just a home cook, just like everybody else, which was the whole premise of the show that we did for 32 years. And I'm still making some. They haven't shut the whole thing down yet. So
We'll try trying, but
yeah.
We'll
Well, here's an old Chris clip from not old, but from our mini reunion in New Haven a while back.
But the big thing about the mustache was the level of acceptance. When I walked into the mustache, I didn't know anybody. They didn't know me. But you would think that we had been, brothers or cousins or whatever, and everybody just accepted me. And I was like the youngest guy. I didn't know one end of anything from the other, but nobody cared. Everybody was just very accepting and supportive, and I think that was the big thing. The other big thing was the amount of responsibility that Joel and the other managers were willing to give to somebody who had no reason to have that responsibility. And, we would go on these outside jobs, we would travel with the band and all of this stuff. And here I was, like 18 or 19 years old. And, what can I say? To manage what was going on, he had the confidence in me to say, you can do this. And I did. So I think that was just a great life lesson for later on, the confidence that it built in me, and friendships that lasted a lifetime, obviously, because here we are.
Here we are.
And here we are.
That's so true, because Kent and I came to New Orleans, and we didn't have money or anything, and we didn't have a place to stay. And 3 days later, this woman, Barbara, talks to David, and we get hired. And the first night I worked, I was the first one to start. Kent started the next night, and Billy was there. And I remember, I'm an only child, so I was kind of withdrawn a bit. And everybody gets on the bar to dance, and I'm going like, oh God, I'm not going to get up there. But I did, because I knew that Kent would the next day. And then I get down, and Billy goes, "Man, nobody gets up here the first night. That's great." So, and it was just immediately, it was my family. It was great.
Yeah. Family's a good word for everything.
And I remember, like when we were working there, just, I don't know, everything was great. I wasn't always thinking, oh, what am I going to do next to make some more money or anything? It was just fun.
We made money and had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, no, Tom and I, we ended up going to UNO together. Both went through television communications. We both ended up working at the same TV station after we left UNO. So it was kind of like, and then there was this big gap after that. I didn't see Tom until the reunion at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Tom or Ken. It was just like we picked up where we left off, though. We hadn't seen him in 30 years, and you just walk in the door, and it's just like you had seen him yesterday.
I don't have any other people that I worked with that I, go see or talk to or anything. It's
Same
just,
here.
it's just my New Orleans friends. And now I've never seen Chris in person, but if I go to Pittsburgh, I'm going to stop by and see him.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I have another video.
Okay.
If you feel like seeing it.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay, where did it go?
You never know. If you're talking, excuse me, Donnie. Excuse me.
Donnie.
My dick died 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It just died. Died. No, I had a very nice.
Did you have a service party?
Yes, I was going to say I had a very nice viewing. It was nice food. It was nice. And I said, I asked my doctor, I said, what do I do now? He said, just a word. Mean anything to you. Because that's all it's good. No, I like to give me. He tries to give me. I'm sorry, ladies, but this is, when you get to our age, that's what you talk about.
Put a sock in it. It's the same thing. Put a sock in it.
No. You put a sock, I'll put in a Hebrew national salami. People are dating. Yeah, people are dating who are older than dirt. They're older than dirt. They're holding hands. What the hell do I know what they're doing?
That way they don't fall over. That's why I'm going.
Okay, we've seen that before, but it is
Oh, those two are
so
those two
fun.
are something. Jeff,
Oh, yeah.
there's something else.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. No, I was looking at the old Zooms when everybody was still, we had really big attendance. Of course, several of the people in there had passed on in that
Right.
last, yeah.
That does
Yeah.
limit you.
This is a picture of the our last one where we met at the bar in New Haven for the last concert. And I think that little advertisement board was from the Point Pleasant, New Jersey club.
It says Point Pleasant under it.
Yeah. Family night every Sunday, 6 to 12. That's something we did not have.
We used to do that at Summers Point too. We would have a Sunday afternoon family night. We'd have kids in there, and they would get pictures of Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it's something we never did in New Orleans that I can remember. I think they did some specials for Christmas and stuff that let kids in, give them Santa Claus presents and stuff. But
Really?
yeah.
I want to be there. I want to Santa Claus present.
Would you like to be there, Elliot?
Yeah.
He thought and most of them we did give out presents though.
Aww.
You'd have to be in a beer drinking contest.
What?
Yeah.
You drink beer, don't you, Elliot?
Present.
Root beer. Yeah. Joel and Jeff.
Okay, can you see that now?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have Joel in there. Joel and Jeff. Bye, Elliot.
Bye.
Come back. Joel and Jeff was just so funny when Jeff and John used to come on.
Oh, they were hilarious.
Billy and I just sat back and didn't really talk for an hour. They would just keep going.
They were both unique.
Yeah.
I think that night at Carnegie, that's the only time all the band members' striped vests were clean. Ever. Ever.
Yep, I think you're right, Barry.
Ever. They didn't look like that for the most part.
Not back in the day, they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Where did it go?
AJ and Ladybird.
Yeah, I think that's pretty amazing. I don't think Trump would have us there. And who is the tall man? Because I mean, I think President Johnson was 6'3".
Gim knew his name. Last time you put this up, the same question came up, and Gim knew what his name was, and I can't remember it.
Well, it's a small picture, so when you expand it, it doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
I think he was a tuba player. Had to be 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
He was tall. Okay.
All right, I got it all goofed up now. So sorry.
Let's see if I can find something here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Let's see.
Okay, here we go with. You've all seen this many times before, but it's
Oh, yeah. Les Musket. Maynard.
and we got Maynard.
Oh, yeah. Pete Berry.
That's a band I would have loved to hear.
That was a good band.
It was a good band.
Didn't Maynard turn the trombone kind of into jazz more than the other trombone players?
He was a soulful mustache player. I mean, most mustache trombone players, the way they played it was not like Maynard. Maynard added soul into his playing. I mean, he's the only guy that can play Somebody Stole My Gal and a Ray Charles type.
Yeah. And you actually felt sad about it, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, somebody stole his gal. Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
he was a great trombone player.
Oh, he was.
yeah, he was great, and the people loved him. But his style was different than any other mustache trombonist. Way different.
Well, he was so funny when he came on the Zoom, sitting in his house. We said something about, "Do you still play?" And he just
happened to have the trombone, right?
And grabbed the trombone and
Yeah.
started teaching us about it.
Yeah, he started giving some lessons in harmonics that I did not understand at all. But I know it made sense. Yeah.
And you see, he's singing right there. He's holding the microphone.
Mhm.
Those people love to hear him sing. Yeah, his hero was Nat King Cole.
Oh.
I can't say he sang like Nat King Cole, but he enunciated his words like Nat did.
Hmm.
You know?
He taught at Dillard?
Huh? Yeah, he taught at Dillard. He was a professor of music. Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Okay.
And after the mustache, he did another 25 years at Preservation Hall, which was a good job. I mean, he played White House a bunch of times and all those trips to Europe and all that. So he was at Preservation Hall, which was a wonderful job, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Unique.
I remember meeting Muscat down there. Les was playing. I had some friends from public television, and we wanted to go out for the night. And they said, "Well, let's go to the Preservation Hall." And we went in there, and there's Les playing.
Yeah.
And I thought, gee, now I feel old.
Right.
When your friends are playing at Preservation Hall. Anyway. I gotta buzz off, gang. I'm here with the families out at the beach, and they're calling. The dinner call is on, so I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Take care.
Wear your sunscreen, big guy.
I will.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So, Dick, how are you doing? You doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I'm pretty much toward the end of getting this head all fixed up. They change the bandages twice a week, and I have 3 more weeks to go, and it'll heal without a scar, supposedly. So that's all good.
That's good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So in a couple of weeks, you're going to see you with a mohawk, right?
Yeah.
A reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little. This is from the 50th reunion when Joel was giving out T-shirts to different people, and they had a chance to make a little talk to Joel. This was Joel and Neil way back when.
Go Neil.
I just have to prove I can still do it.
Yes, I was impressed. Neil, I was impressed.
The other fans got out a very successful career. He's made a lot of money, which proves that the louder you play the goddamn trombone, the more accolades you get. And he's practiced that for 40 years. He's made a fortune. The other fan.
I have sincere thanks for my friend Joel. I met Joel in 1964. Somebody named Frank Weissach called me up at college and said, come audition for this group called Your Father's Mustache, because a guy named Henry Newberger, who you'll remember, said you could play. So off I went. He said, we'll split the airplane ticket for you to come out from Michigan State. Split. It was $55, right? And off I came, and I showed up at the New York Mustache, and I asked for Joel, and oh no, he's in the coffee shop down the road, around the corner near the Riv. Remember that coffee shop? That's all right. I remember. So I walk in, and here's Joel. He's got a sweater with big holes in it. He's got sneakers with no socks on it. He's drinking coffee, and I introduced myself. And he asked me in his own inimitable style and voice, you know, can you play? So I don't know. So we went back to the club, and he played a few numbers. He says, well, he said, I think you could learn the tune. I'm not going to mimic I think you can learn the tunes, but you're going to start as a waiter. So I started as a waiter, and he said, but you got to come back and you got to work one set with a current trombone player. And the guy's name was Dave Bargeron. And Dave could play more notes in a better way than anywhere else. And that's my start. But
That's why he got fired.
right. He didn't follow Louis Armstrong's advice. He just played a the serious note is this. For myself and for my brother, the mustache was more important to us than anything else growing up as a kid. I can't remember, this is true, I can't remember very many people in college, but I can remember most of the people I used to here at the Mustache. So thank you for world experience. I'll get on my knees anytime.
There you go.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Roger.
That's
See if
good.
Roger knows who that tall guy is with LBJ
Oh, okay. Let me try to find that again.
or whoever had that. Yeah.
I think it was Gim that knew who that was, but
Gim.
Roger might. Because Gim was playing in that. Gim is in that picture, I think.
Can you guys talk about something else for a second while I try to find it?
Okay,
Talk about Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, let's talk about Tom.
Here's something out the blue. I don't remember where I got this thing, but this showed up in my. I was looking for things. This is an announcement for Joel Schiavone getting married February the 16th, 1969, to Miss Ellen Peterson.
Yes.
Alan.
They had a huge wedding down in New Haven, and a lot of us just took the train out of New York. I was living in New York when they got married, and the whole thing was a spoof. Like she was dressed up like a princess, and he was dressed up like a prince. They had all these things, and she was dating a guy by the name of Bob McKenzie, who used to be the general manager before I got involved. And so the phone rang, and we all could hear it. Someone picked it up and said, "Well, who's calling?" And they said, "Bob McKenzie." Of course, everybody just broke out in laughter because they thought it was funny. But I was, then they had a baby a little later on, and Joe was going out of town on a survivor type adventure. So he said, "You need to come over and check on them and take the dog and the baby for a walk." I said, "Oh, okay." So I had to go take the dog and the baby for a walk. I said, "What the hell kind of duty is this?" I went along with it. And then they had a place called Schiavone's Farm, or your father's mustache farm, or ranch or whatever. It was really beautiful. I had horses there. She was into riding horses. And, yeah, it was a quite an interesting time period for Joel and the people that lived in that area. And Ron Sater and I were very good friends. So we became good friends once I left New Orleans and went to New York. And he'd say, "Okay, let's go out for a drink today." We'd go out for a drink. He said, "Wow, what a crazy week." And we'd start talking and we'd laugh because we could talk about anybody we wanted and no one, there he is, the man. We would talk about Joel if we wanted to. No one else could hear us. So, and his adventures. Ron was just a super guy, top-notch accountant, obviously. And I went with him. I was with him and Joel down to the scrap metal business yard one time in New Haven, and it was huge. They had trucks, they had ships, just all kinds of crazy stuff. But and I had been staying in touch with because Ron got a divorce, and then I was staying in touch with the lady that he was living with at the time, which that was at the last reunion that we all got together, the big one. And he went outside and slipped on ice at the back of his head, and he was in bad shape. A little later on, he passed away.
I remember he did a lot of work on that big reunion.
Yeah, that was a great reunion. So, how's the weather where everyone is? Are they nice and cozy?
Well, today's nice here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, we're talking all about you because Joel's daughter wants to do a reunion, and we said
not necessarily a reunion, but a
documentary.
A documentary talk. She wants to talk to people about your father's mustache and put together. I'm not sure exactly what she's got in mind yet, but Emily told me it was sort of a documentary. She wanted to get a lot of information from people.
Who's doing it?
Brian, Joel's daughter.
Brian.
August, she goes by, Yeah, yeah.
Who was his wife at the time?
I don't know.
Okay.
I could pull up her speech that she gave. Her brother was Max.
He's the one who lives in England?
They both spoke at Joel's funeral, but I wasn't there, but I just have video of them.
Right.
And she was on the Zoom with us once a long time ago with Miss Emily. Yeah, let's see. Now you made me forget what I was looking for. Okay.
Because I've been in contact with a girl named Beeper, which is Michael Schiavone's daughter, I believe. She's a very vocal, outspoken young woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you find your clip, Tom, you were looking for? Or
No, I can't. I don't know where I.
Okay. I think I got something else here to put on.
So many
pictures.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is, I think, one of my favorite interviews that I did up in New Haven when I was there.
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheer and applaud. Here we go.
Cheer and applaud. Yay! Well, there's a first.
So, terrible coincidence.
Oh, there's a better one, Mike.
Now we're used to that.
It'd be a hell of a coincidence if you guys knew each other since kindergarten.
Now that you mention it, tell the story how we met.
I was on his porch and I saw the mailbox, so I took the mail out of the mailbox because I liked mail.
So I caught him stealing the mail.
No, your grandmother.
My grandmother caught you stealing the mail,
Right.
and I said, I got to be friends with this guy. he knows things. And we were friends ever since.
That's a true story.
It's the truth. And there begins the career of Bonnie and Clyde of the Iris. Bonnie and Clyde, yes.
And then the two Irish co-managed the New York club.
Into extinction.
Yeah, into extinction.
With Barry.
I was around there and I couldn't figure it out. Big ire and little ire and all that. I was trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so are we.
Don't worry. Yeah.
So are we.
So how did the mustache change your life?
You've got to be kidding me. In the words of Russell Adams.
Yeah. Yep.
My guy, once a washboard player, the tag stays with you for life, even if you don't touch the washboard. You walk down the street, you hear people whispering, washboard player, and that's it.
That's what Joe used to say when he saw a bum on the street. He said, "There's a washboard player."
The old washboard player used to play in the Boston Club.
All right. Anything you want to tell Joel on his final performance?
Just thank you for Jesus Christ. How many years? It's an amazing journey. I don't know.
Years? Yeah, probably 52 years.
Over 50 years. What other group of people bond like that and 52 years come back to see each other? I can't believe we want to see each other.
Can't believe we're all still here.
Yeah, well, we're not all, but a lot of us. But somehow we want to see each other, and we're here. And it's all Daddy Joel. Somehow he put together this miraculous crew of ne'er-do-wells.
And if the clubs didn't close, we'd probably still be there.
Yes,
I'm sure.
We'd be a bunch of 75-year-olds banging hats.
Hanging hats and trying to lift the keg up.
And trying to climb up onto the bar to do a bar song, only to keep falling down. That would be our lives.
Surrender with trampolines.
But that's it. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. No, I was just chatting with them, and they told me they knew each other since kindergarten. I said, and just think that the odds of them going together, co-managing the mustache,
We know each other 71 years.
Yeah.
Goodness
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you ever give him his mail back?
I don't remember. I probably mailed it back to him.
Yeah.
What other interviews you got? Oh, there's a good shot.
The famous fire truck, like new.
Yeah.
That guy was funny when I brought that truck over to have it painted. And then I took it back, and Neil Unterseer put the wording on it. So he called me and said, "Can we bring your truck back? We want to use it in an ad." I said, "Sure." So that's how it got on. It was pretty well known all around New Orleans.
It was a big truck. It was.
Everybody got a ride on the truck, man.
Yeah. And then after the truck came the car.
Yeah. I have a picture of the car somewhere. Actually, I think you're in that picture.
We had pictures of Rosie a couple places. It looks like the one that was in New York, too. Let's see.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Well, I got another interview with. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's
There's a beautiful car. I got that down in Florida, and went down there and I was driving it back, of course, on a freeway. It went real fast. Couldn't believe it.
Probably had a V8 in it, huh?
I don't know if I think it was it might have a Mustang engine in it or something made by Ford. I thought it was just cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You couldn't carry the amount of people in it, but it was a good company car. Actually, it was my personal car.
Yeah.
And we always wondered when you were going to get the mustache put on the side.
Well, things change.
You finally did.
Who's behind the
Anybody know where Ed Alley is? Is he up in Colorado still?
He's in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Okay.
Bonnie and I called him and Karen, him and Karen, a few months ago. We had a nice talk on the phone.
Well, that's good.
They used to come down to New Orleans a lot, but now Karen's parents are both deceased, and she doesn't come in as often, so. Anyway.
Do you know what he's doing?
He was working for a utility company in Colorado, the gas company, I think. I don't know if it was natural gas or pipe, something like that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he was doing that when we got together at that restaurant, Bill. Remember?
Yeah.
St. Charles, yeah.
Because now these days, I mean, we're all in our 70s. I don't know if he's still working or not,
Did we ever work? I don't know.
Yeah, well.
I remember the 70s, being in the 70s.
But that's one thing that Miss Emily told me that
That's a good one.
Brian wants to reopen your father's mustache, but name it your daughter's mustache this time.
Oh, geez. Good luck. I forgot what this picture was for.
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing some event, obviously.
That truck has the mustache logo on it.
Yeah, it's Neil Sarah Anderson painted all that. He did the perfect job.
Edmund, and then Wilbur Kites all the way in the back with the washboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince Vance, huh?
Yeah.
That's Warren Spotwood playing the trombone. Don Summers on the tuba, and George Berg, banjo.
Who's that with you up there at the front?
Bruce O'Neill, side banjo.
Isn't that Edwin?
Edwin?
Edwin right next to me.
Edwin, yeah. Okay.
And that's Gary Nickerson on the far right.
Y'all was selling mustache albums?
Yeah, at that point,
I remember that album.
Yeah, I've got a copy of that one.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
We used to have contests between the clubs. I think it was to sell the most albums, and whoever won got a free trip to Mardi Gras.
Yeah. And we didn't have to get a free trip. We were already there.
No, we needed a free trip afterwards.
No, the albums we had when I started were the W.C. Fields is Alive and Drunk at Your Father's Mustache.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but I found a copy of that other album on eBay, and I bought it just to have it,
Yeah, I got a garage full of stuff.
Yeah.
People say, "What are you gonna do with that?" I said, "I'm gonna unpack it."
Here's another. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah,
that's for the United Fund. Yeah, we did a lot of community activities and charity things, and at Your Father's Mustache and all the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the girl holding the banner?
She's from the United Fund.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to get her name and phone number.
I posted that picture on the Facebook page, Bourbon Street Project. So you want to join a Facebook page? It's called Bourbon Street Project. People put pictures of old clubs on Bourbon Street.
Oh, really?
I put this one on there about 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
What's it called again?
Bourbon Street Project. That's the name of the group on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you go on there, and people submit pictures of old clubs on Bourbon Street. Roger, you would love that page. All of you.
Yeah.
Have to check it out for sure. Yeah.
Let's check that out. Yeah.
Okay, Billy, I'm not putting anything up.
Oh no, that's okay. No, I had another old interview when I was up in New Haven. Barry and Dottie would talk to me for a little bit.
So here we are at the end of the reunion. It's been a great time seeing old friends, especially you, Billy. I'm here with Dottie. Dottie's a part of the mustache, just like all of us are. We met And your father's mustache, what, back in
73.
In 73? And been married now for 43 years?
Or close
43
there.
years. But we met at the mustache. As Gim and his wife met at the mustache too. So we're pretty proud of that. So the mustache is pretty important.
I just love being with Your Father's Mustache group of people. It brings back so many fond memories of that very first day I walked in the club in New Orleans in the French Quarter with my college roommates, and saw this guy up on the stage playing a banjo, and he had these huge, big brown, I call them Cocker Spaniel eyes.
Oh, shit.
And then he came down and came over and introduced himself. I said, oh, okay, because I knew he was singing to me. And I love spending the time at all these reunions and seeing all the other people who had the devotion to this club. I just remember sitting at the club. The doors were shut. Everyone was gone. And everyone would sit there and drink for another hour or two or three. And then you'd go get to a little hole in the wall, either Rizzo's Pizza.
Or Molly's.
Mr. Perkins.
Yeah, so there was, and it went on, and I'm like, oh Lord, when's this night going to be over?
Job-wise?
Well, I mean, working at the mustache, you couldn't be a deadpan introvert. It didn't work. So you either had to become extrovert or sink or swim. You know, so I think that brought out personalities in all of us, Billy. You know, where you weren't introverted. There was no room for that. You know. My parting words is just now playing some of those old tunes we were playing. I saw you taping them. I mean, we don't play those anymore unless we're at these reunions. So while I was playing just now, thinking, this might be the last time I ever played this particular song. After playing it so many times in my life at the Mustache and other places, this might be the last time I'm playing this particular song. Like I said, I still work on Bourbon Street, but it's more jazz-based. This is different. This is sing-along songs. And there's really no call for that anymore because people don't know the words anymore. This will be the last time I play these songs. Or one of the last time, so it was bittersweet just now. You know, bittersweet, sweet that I got a chance to play these songs one more time with friends. Bitter in that this might be it, but you never know. To us.
Okay.
Barry, you got married in 73?
No.
So you were married when you came to New York.
But I met Dottie in 73.
Oh, when did you get married?
78.
Okay, yeah, because Dottie wasn't in New York with you.
But she was in the picture. She just didn't come to New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Dottie's Friday afternoon club.
She still has that card.
Wow.
But look at what it's from. Unqualified for membership in the CIA, TVA, DAR, VIP, NYSE, FCC, WCTU, and BFW, all kinds. GOP, NFL.
That's a pretty progressive card.
Yeah.
It was the LSD that she really.
Yeah, LSD, AAA, AAA.
Ideally qualified for the FAC.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's nice.
Yeah. At least they don't have the STD.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys know Vince Vance's brother? Did you know him, any of you?
I don't think I ever met him now.
Yeah.
Which Vince Vance we talking about?
The last one.
Andy?
Andy?
Andy's brother. His name? What was his name?
Ed was his first name?
Say it again.
His first name was Ed?
And I don't know. Andrew's brother's name was Ed.
I don't remember. Because he
Oh, I knew him. I knew him, but his name wasn't Ed.
No. He used to drive cabs a lot.
Yeah, I
He's a
knew
very
him.
interesting person. Telling all the
He
stories about
also played the tuba.
who? Yeah, you're right.
The brother, Andy's
Right.
brother.
Right, okay.
Was it Matthew?
I think that rings a bell.
Matthew Finichevich.
Yes.
Matt Finichevich.
I've been
Yeah.
trying to find him. He has so many great stories about New Orleans.
Yeah, they was
Milton,
Matt Finichevich.
Milton, Mary, and Andy are cousins, so he might know who Andrew's.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And their other cousin was Dr. Charlie Mary.
Oh, yeah.
He was my doctor.
Yeah. I remember when
He still posts on Facebook. Every once in a while, I see him do a post.
Milton. Yeah. Every once in a while I get a little something from him on Facebook and notice or something. But I guess I ought to see why if he wants to come on the meetings too.
He should.
Yeah.
He was always a pretty fun guy.
Yeah.
Somebody sends me his email, I'll send him the invite.
Yeah. Well, here's a little blurb from Joel. It was the end of our New Haven get together.
This weekend was terrific, except there was this guy, and he kept sticking cameras, and he was so annoying, and he kept going up to not just me, he went up to like everybody, and he kept sticking the camera and saying, like, tell me all about your life and stuff like that.
Joel speaking.
Here we go.
A few words. I only have a few words. Oh, I wish I had more. Anyway, this is the hardcore. Finally, this is it.
The hardcore.
After 50 years.
60 years.
60 years. Sorry.
You missed terrible.
You need Mr. Sater to help you out here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I could never count very well. Anyway, some people have gone, but most of you are still alive, which is quite remarkable. It shows they're playing the banjo, the tuba. Might make a contribution to your life. I'm very happy with you guys.
There you go.
In fact, I'm thrilled to see you all again and spend some time with you and see you still smiling and still playing our songs. So, and we're grateful to you, all of you, Marty particularly. Marty, let's give Marty a round of applause, will you?
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah, Marty.
Good job, man. Thank you, brother.
I worked in this reunion for 3 years. Then I finally quit. COVID, everybody is sick. People can't come. I've got this going on, and I just said, Marty, will you just take over? And he did. He took over, and he just said, we're doing it this day. And that was it. We're doing it.
And we did it.
We did, and it was great.
Right, Marty, play the next one.
Yeah.
Get to work right now. There you go.
Anyway, I'm grateful for all of you for your loyalty and coming back and making my life so terrific.
Well, Joel, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for giving us a place to create our camaraderie inside those four walls in the mustache. It was just banjo bands, waiters, bartenders, red walls and old-time pictures. But it was really the people that we brought together. Through my father's mustache and kept it alive all these years. So thank you for this.
Roger, that's a wonderful words, but why? Why should you bring the building down?
What happened? What did
Very funny.
Well, I'm glad you got your sense of humor. That makes me feel good.
Does anybody want to get in for one big shot without me?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Billy wants to get in for one big shot behind Joel.
Where the time of your life is
right under your nose.
Good job.
That was
That's it.
All
That
right.
was great.
Family picture.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have it
Yeah,
next
really.
Was that?
We're not gonna have this next week.
No,
Well, we won't have a meeting next week. It'll be 2 weeks.
following week. I got to go to California, see the grandkids. So
Okay. Yeah. But
Right.
well, thanks everybody for being here.
Enjoyed it.
Tom, thank you,
Had
Billy.
a good trip, Don.
Thanks, Billy.
Thanks,
See you
Bill.
in
Thank
2
you,
weeks.
guys. Hi, Days.
see you in 2
See you
weeks.
later.
guys.
See you in 2
All
weeks.
right.
Everybody have a good 2 weeks.
All right, Ara.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye,
So long,
guys.
guys.
Bye.